We want lean, efficient government at the federal, state, and local levels, but we also want our police to have the resources to do their jobs. In Palmetto, there is one homicide detective and too many unsolved murders. Dwayne Lindo is here with more. Dwayne.
Well, Alan, the sole detective of the Palmetto Police Department has his hands full. But as we'll find out, it will take the help of the community to solve many of these cases. This area on 10th Street West in Palmetto looks a lot different today than it did 6 years ago. In the early morning of September 10th, 2011, it was a scene of a drive-by shooting at a place called Club Elite. In all, 24 people were shot and 2 killed.
I got a call that one of my sons were injured, and by the time I got to the club, I realized it was my son laying down on the ground. And he was deceased by the time I got there. So.
Football coach and community leader Lewis Goff lost a son that night. Although he thinks about his son from day to day, his first thought is with the people around him.
I feel more for the community because no one has been captured, but basically I just don't feel like it'll bring my son back.
The Club Elite shooting is one of a handful of unsolved cases Palmetto Police Department Detective Chad Euler is assigned to. For a city with a population of a little more than 12,000, he's it. Going through these cases with a fine-tooth comb, the Club Elite shooting is one that stands out for Euler. He says the tragedy affected so many. For him, solving these cases takes someone coming forward with information.
We're going to need a witness to come forward to tell us, to fill in some holes. As far as physical evidence, well, that would be great to have too, and that's something that we really like to have. But of course, the longer time goes, it seems the harder that's going to be to obtain.
In a small town like Palmetto, these tips are huge, and at times, it's all you have.
I mean, a lot of these cases that you're talking about here, these older cases, and to this day, I still have nothing as far as any tip. And I know that that's not an easy thing to get.
Such as the case of Jesse Schwartzman, shot and killed in 2012, and Javari Thomas in 2014.
Not only was he shot and killed, I have no reason to believe that he was the intended target.
For Euler, he says it's the family of the victims that should be on the minds of those who can help solve these cases.
There's a family who lost somebody. Whatever discomfort or apprehension they have about doing that, this family over here is suffering far greater than they can imagine.
As for Goff, he feels this case should not be considered cold, but unsolved for the time being.
It was a well thought out plan, for as I'm concerned, what went down. I guess that's basically why it's so hard for them to actually come up with somebody who done it. Because I just feel very confident them guys are doing their job. So I mean, I feel better that way. But it's just one of those things. Sooner or later, it'll come out.
Now, detectives also urges anyone with information on any of these cases to call Manatee County Crime Stoppers at 866-634-TIPS.
Dwayne, thank you.